All right, let's get it. All righty. Let me see how we doing. All right. Let me see. And boom, we got action. And I'm blue again. Uh, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I don't know what it is. I was messing with it too, and it's still just doing what it want to do. Doing what it want to do. I don't understand it. I fixed it like 3 times, and it's still might be time for a new camera. Let me see something, y'all. Give me a second, man. I don't understand it. I've been working on it. That's the hue. No. Saturation. Mm, mm, uh, barely. Look at my shirt. All right, and I don't know. A little bit. Brightness, maybe. Contrast, maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like the colors are just way off. It's weird. Mm, I don't know. I don't know. I've tried a bunch of different stuff. hmm Let me see. Let me refresh. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to get it right. Just maybe the tint. Like, it's not even giving me like an option for tint. Like, they've changed so much stuff in here. And then, like, when I come in here and mess with stuff, it just, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's a little bit better, but it's still off. Mm, I don't know. I don't know. All right. And it's like, it's another thing for settings too that I was messing with. And even with that, like, it just does what it want to do. Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to get annoyed with it now. I'm gonna have to get in here and just mess with it for real, for real. All right. It's probably brew from watching that Lions game. See, and you from Detroit. Like, that's how y'all do me. All right. All right. It's cool. It's cool. That's how y'all do me, man. Out the gate. Let's see here. It's like watching TV from the 80s. I know, right? Like, the camera just do what it want to do. Yeah. Abel said it's fine. Let's get the class started. Oh, we gonna get class in. Trust me. Y'all gonna be sick of me today. All right. I promise you that. That's for sure about to happen. Cause Mike is gone again. Y'all know Mike be traveling all the time. He'll call me up like, dog, I'm gone. Do the class. So I'm doing my class, I'm doing Mike's class, and I'm doing mindset. Like, dog. So yeah, no, don't worry. Ain't gonna be no lack of Kirk today. Like, hey, y'all about to get 3 hours of me today. So, yup. It's a whole thing. Prepare to be sick of me. Alright? I don't even want to hear it either, because y'all be like, yup, we want all the time we can get. So yeah. It says, oh, you busy. Always. Alright, so let's see here. All right, bet. Let me go ahead and get this going. So let me get us into the sauce. So, quick refresh of oldcoingecko.com. We got Bitcoin hanging out at 31,000. Wow. Give it up for Bitcoin. Everybody, throw a yay in the chat. All right, so here's the deal. We got Bitcoin at 31. We got ETH at around 1,600. Tether at $1. We got BNB at 221. XRP at 53 cent. Right. USDC at $1. Lido, right? Matching Ethereum. We got Solana at $29. Cardano at 26 cent. Some of the top performers for the last 24 hours. Injective. Oh, snap. See? That's how you know. Hit the button so hard my key fell off the keyboard, man. That's how you know I be wearing this thing out. There we go. All right. We got Thorchain at $2. Mina hanging out around 45 cents. Aave at around 84. Phantom at 22. Chainlink back up in the double digits. What I'm talking about. All right. So yeah, definitely looking good on that end. I have no complaints. All right. So Kurt loves teaching. Gets his geek time in longer. I mean, I take what I can get. I take what I can get. I do. I ain't gonna lie. Mm-hmm. It's funny though, because I don't know if it's like my camera trying to adjust to the lights or something like that. But ever since my middle light went out, this has been acting funny now. So I gotta get another bulb for that big one because yeah, it's a whole thing. And it's funny because that light lasted like 5 years. I'm like, man, it's just overdue time. All right. This is a really neat mindset session today. I got you. Don't even worry about it. See here, Kurt, how should we be protecting our portfolios heading into November 1st? Things looking green, but what do you consider moving at? Yeah, Grace, you already reading my mind. All right, so since y'all already there, I ain't got to even play around with y'all. So let's go ahead and just get right into the sauce today. I'm not about to even play. All right, so let's get to it. November 1st, we got the Fed. All right, we got the Fed. We got the Fed popping up, giving us some information. All right, now, whenever we get information like this from the Fed, this requires that we approach this with the right thought process. So, rule number one, we talk about this all the time, so I'm going to get right into it. Rule number one, what do we know when there's big Fed news coming up? What does the market typically do right before that? All right, let me know in the chat. I want to see how many of you guys have been paying attention. All right, this is going to be class participation today, for sure, because we're going to be talking. Like, y'all got me for 3 hours today, so we about to kick it. All right, market typically, so I got somebody says it's a trap. Somebody says, hey, Natasha. Somebody says sleeps, says nothing, just hangs. Okay, right before the Fed, I'm going to ask again. Right before the Fed releases news, what does the market typically do? All right, it says pumps, spikes, pumps, nothing, just hangs, sleeps, volatility, braces, moves. It says move, what they think is going, pumps, consolidate. So we got a little bit of a mixed bag. All right. Normally, before Fed news, it's tumbleweeds in the market because nobody wants to take a big position knowing that the Fed can usually drop news and push the market the completely different direction. All right. That's the biggest thing. You got to remember that whenever there's going to be volatile news coming up, most of the time, the big money movers are either waiting on the sideline or you got a couple of insiders that know some things and they may move the market. But normally, it's never enough to really like spike it like that. And they've usually been in for weeks already. All right. They don't wait for a couple of days before. Right. Like, how convenient that we're like literally a week out. We're like a week away from seeing this happen, right? The Fed news is like, yeah, next Wednesday, right? So we're like a couple of weeks from days, all right? For me, it's a little fishy. Something ain't stirring the Kool-Aid. Something ain't making a lot of sense. I'm not about to just, blindly be like, oh, it's perfect. We're getting exactly what we want to see right before the Fed news comes out. Here's the deal, all right? Because let's talk about it. We got Bitcoin at 31K. Okay, let's go. Yeah, we keep this here because I got this. Matter of fact, no, I'm gonna change this chart because this chart just got too messy for me. All right, so let's just remove all drawings. Let's go to the weekly, and let's common sense this thing. Okay, so we know that this area here has been a problem. Okay, let's just boom and boom. Right, this area here has been a problem for crypto, right? And not so much a problem as it's been volatile. It's been a very volatile zone, right? Between the, 33,000, all right, all the way down to around 29,000, right? So it's $4,000 range. Has been really volatile. Now, for me, I get it, right? Price broke above this level. We saw buyers show up, gave us another run up. Came back to this level, tested. Buyers showed up, gave us another run. Came back again, got close. Not as strong. Then we got back deep into the level, candles finally closing inside the zone, and we finally saw major sell-off, right? Huge engulfing candle, right? Now we get back to the area, testing the level, sell-off. Testing the level, sell-off. Now we're back into the level, making much deeper move. Mm-hmm. 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 Now, here's the thing. We may get into this area. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be exactly the same as this. We may break deep into this area this week, stall out. Next week, get that little bit of a rejection candle, retest this back down to 29 potentially, and maybe see another run higher. All right. This is not one of those things where I'm just blindly buying the farm saying, yay, let's go. Do I think it's going to repeat the exact same thing I've seen back here? Right. This whole price action move right here, it's very interesting. One, because people are really excited. And that's the thing I have to keep an eye out on. When there's too much euphoria, when everybody's like, yeah, Bitcoin, yeah. I'm like, something ain't stirring the Kool-Aid. And you guys know how we come over here and we watch our barometer, right? We like to pay attention to what's going on with GMX because it's a great barometer of letting us know, hey, retail traders may get trapped on the wrong side of this. Some of you guys may be saying, well, how do we know that, Kurt? For those of you guys may be late to the party, you've never seen me talk about this before. You'll notice here on the GMX website, when you go to dashboard, and you go down here, it has open interest, right? Long positions and short positions. All of this data here is very valuable stuff, right? And I'm gonna show you how we're gonna utilize it, all right? So what I like to do is I like to take the open interest. So we got, I like to round it sometimes too. So it's like we're at 17.8. So I'll just say 1,800, right? So we got 18, right? 118, right? So we got $118 million of open interest, right? But what I want to see is at least 85% of this leaning in either long or short. So what do we do to find that out? I'm going to go to times 0.85, and it's going to give me 300,000, right? So 100 million, 300,000, right? Needs to be around that. Right now, the closest we got is around 94, right? 94 million. So we are getting potentially close to a lopsided market where retail could be leaning way too heavy into a long position, and then here comes institutional players wiping all of those people out. Does that make sense for you guys? Anybody picking up on what I'm setting down here? This is a great way to make sure that even though you may be euphoric, you're not falling into the majority of people that get caught on the wrong side of the market. All right? All right. And some of you guys may be thinking like, man, that is a really good idea to kind of stay on the right side of this. Let me see here, Kurt. Do you know how to set an alert for GMX dashboard where open interest is above 100 million and leaning? Nah, because there's not really a gauge. I look for indicators, but it's not really anything to utilize in a way where I can get the open interest on a chart and get a good gauge of it. So the best thing I can tell you is, hey, every so often, just come to the website, pull a calculator up, take a couple seconds. You know, it's not that hard. All right, and if you guys want to just do like a weekly thing, like, you know, just put an alert. Check GMX, open interest. All right, or when you see price getting in, the best way to do it, you guys want to get the cheat code to it, is fibs. 100% fibs, right? Every time I see a level, like a high point to a low point, use your fib, right? High point, low point, right? And now we got what, 50%, 618. So let's say whenever price gets near one of my areas, right? Let's say right up in here, I'm looking to see price come to my 50% level, right? Now I'm excited, and I can't use my box, but I'm gonna use this line right here. I'm gonna just drop it right on here. Boom. Now I'm gonna go right to my line. Let me get rid of this box. I'm gonna go right to my little line I got here, my little red line here. All right. And I'm gonna go ahead and add an alert on horizontal rate, right? And now I can put an alert here. When I get an alert from here, okay, when price finally touches this, now I know, hey, go back and check this out, right? Make sense? That way, we're at a very interesting part in the market, interesting level in the market. And now when price doubles back to these levels, I can say, hey, if we get caught on the wrong side, I got my tool over here to gauge and let me know. Okay? See here, DXY is falling off though, Kurt. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was looking at that. We getting to it, fam. We getting to it. All right. So yeah, it just gives you a good way to come in and gauge it. So now let's go check out the DXY because y'all just jumping around, man. Y'all got me moving too fast. I'm trying to get y'all together, right? So right now we see dollar index hidden levels. Go to the daily so you guys can really get a good look. We drew this level out a while back, right? 50% all the way up to 886. We got this whole big white box here that we're gonna keep an eye out on. And we're above levels, right? Because I'm going to redraw this out as well so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. So, do I think we have room for a pullback, right? And I'll explain what I mean here and when I say room for a pullback. We got a high point down to a low point right here, okay? Now, do I believe we have room for a pullback? From high down to low. Let's box this up so you can see what I'm talking about here. Notice what this looks like right now. Okay, we got price staying above these levels here. Get rid of this fib for a moment because I'm going to put this red line right at the top of this wick. Okay, and you can see what's been going on here. Price has been testing the levels, breaking down slowly. I believe price wants to maybe come back to these areas just to get a retest of an area that was once for sellers, right? Once for sellers. Price broke down, came back up. Price broke down, came back up, got into our area, broke above. Now we know it's invalidated. All the selling energy is now gone. So now we had this huge run from buyers. Okay. What did that do? That created a lot of energy, a lot of exhaustion from buyers. Buyers may be simply looking to rest. It may not be that the sellers are getting stronger by any sense of the word. It's just buyers are exhausted. So the sellers come in for a little while, push price down, and we may see a little bit more of a retracement, kind of fake out everybody. If you're picking up what I'm setting down here, faking out everybody. Y'all be like going so fast, y'all don't even let me like have fun with y'all no more, man. Like I used to be able to come in here and just like, all right, so I'm gonna take you on a journey and show you this chart and then this chart and then that, and it all comes together. Y'all like, all right, Kurt, so I looked at this and this doing this, but this is doing this, and I looked at that, so what you got to tell? I'm like, y'all already doing this stuff. I can't even like have fun with y'all no more, man. Like y'all done got good. Like y'all don't even let me do my thing no more. It's like y'all already there. Like I'm trying to like have fun and take you on a journey. And y'all like, bro, I'm already looking at the stuff. So just tell me what it's gonna do. Okay, like get to the point. Like where's the chase and how do we cut to it, Kurt? I'm like, dang, dog. I was trying to be all slick and cool with it. Nope. Nope. We already there, Kurt. Forget that. Get to the point, bro. Like sauce. Pour it. Go. Like, dang, man, I used to have fun with it. Now it's like, nope, just start talking, bro. We already there. You know, maybe the camera's right. Maybe I am a little blue. Because y'all just so advanced now. All right, so. All right, let me quit playing. All right, so. Yes, though. I believe that this is just buyer exhaustion, honestly. I believe what we're seeing right now is just these buyers been on an absolute tear. Like when we go to the weekly, you see it. You see it. This has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 months of straight up just growth, right? Finally get a little bit of a sell-off in the 12. Almost a year's worth of straight growth. And then we slow down, right? Try to test again, and we pull back, right? A little bit of it engulfing, and then prices come back now. Testing, this candle wants to close lower in 4 days and 6 hours, right? To invalidate this little area here for this engulfing. So yes, just some buyer exhaustion, weeks of growth. That's not sustainable. So you got to think about how strength works in the market. It's not going to be just an infinite amount of buyers. Those buyers are going to take profit. A lot of people that got in here for that dollar, been riding that dollar of strength all the way up, and they found a golden opportunity to take profit. All right? That's all it really is. They found a golden opportunity to take profit. Let me see here. I got this hat on, but my hair is like in a ponytail, and I keep pushing the hat up. All right, let's see here. This daily has it on a 786, 886 on BTC. Yeah, I mean, we're going to hit the zones for sure. Like up here with these highs and lows for sure. Like we're at the levels now. All right, all these high points down to low points. Yeah, we're in the wheelhouse. We're literally in the wheelhouse right now. So the next week, well, this week is going to be really important because imagine price going on this crazy run up, and then next week we're still sitting here. And then Jerome comes on stage on Wednesday. And everybody that was buying in, that was super excited, gets caught on the wrong side, and then we see a rate hike. And then we get a crazy move back down again for Bitcoin and stocks and everything else, right? Because the stock market, if I'm not mistaken, went for another tumble, right? Go to the daily, right? Went for a nice little tumble last week, and we're back down here testing 50% 618 zone. So I believe the stock market is already pricing in more noise, right? Potential drop off, right? Maybe a rate hike. So I've been looking at this, and I was telling you guys the trajectory for this was interesting, right? From the low point, high point, low point, high point, low point, highest point, and I don't have anywhere else I can really draw this trend line out at. So now seeing what I'm seeing now, we're price testing the levels, pulling back below, breaking below, making a move up, pulling back down. I notice this isn't so much of an entry point area as it is just a friction point, right? And I marked this up for you guys as well with this fib from this low point to this high point because we were going to see buyer momentum. Price made a big move up, 50%. Try to see buyer momentum, and I'll put it here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, these are the levels we wanted to see buyers show up for the stock market. Big move up, 50% 618. It tried, and then rejection, right? Got back to our area, big candle broke below, gapped down to the 786, 886, kept running down to the level, 50%, made another run back up. Area that should have been a zone for buyers became a zone for sellers, and now we're pushing back lower again. If I was looking at it all over again, what would I do? Low point, all right, to high point, same exact thing, 50% 618 zone, right up in here. And I'm going to go to lower time frame so you guys can see for yourself. All right, let's go to an hourly. All right, big move up, 50% 618, trend line caught it. We broke down to the level. Notice how you see the market communicating with you. Tested your level, big breakdown again. Same thing here. I wanted to see 786, 886 hold so we can run back to the upside. Price hit the levels, couldn't hold, big breakdown. Now we're already seeing another bit of a rejection. Even if we had another run back up, we still would see another sell-off right about here. And if I did utilize this as a fib, let me get rid of all of this just so you guys can see what I mean. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. If I use all this as a fib from high to low on an hourly, still see prices right up in here falling off again. It's not that difficult. So even if we saw a bit of a rally this week for stocks, maybe a bit of a rally for crypto, it's headed right back into a zone where we're expecting to see more selling pressure right up in this zone, and then maybe another major move back down again, right? And what does it do? Runs us right back into an engulfing candle, right? Candle next to it, big old move down. It's just more and more confirmations. I believe this market still has selling pressure left in it, but be patient, fam. Be patient. Says great news, Kurt Unfunded. Hey, let's go. I see you, Manny. Let's get it. But yeah, that's the name of the game, fam. That's the name of the game. I'm proud of you, man, doing your thing. I mean, I kind of know what you can do, so it's like, yeah, you already a beast. It's like, you know, it's like watching LeBron dunk again. Like, yay! But we know you can do that, though. It's how I feel. I mean, I'm not knocking you. I'm not. But it just be like, bro, I know how much of a beast you are. You ain't got to. It's like, yeah, man, it's kind of funny, like rooting you on. But it's like, I know. Sometimes it's just nice to see you doing your thing, though. But yeah, keep doing your thing, bro. I know you a beast already, man. It's just funny to hear you like funded, like duh. Like, I mean, but yes, yeah. Is that weird? Like I'm like that with my son too. Like my son's really good at baseball. But like every time he's like, doing good at practice, I'm like, dude, like you do this stuff all the time. Like you're good, I guess. But it's a thing. You gotta. All right, but yeah, man, this for real right now, guys. Is a zone I want to keep an eye out on. If we see a bit of a rally from the stock market, I think this area here is going to be very important moving forward. Now, I want to talk to you guys about some other structure I was looking at on BTC. Let me go to the weekly again and just talk to y'all for a second. I want to see if I can bring this up. Do they have one that's at the bottom? Nope. Don't want that. Let me see here. All right. No. Simple movement average. No. Let me see here. No. 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 Let me see if I can use that one. All right, we'll do that. All right. And this thing is like pitch black dark. Let me see if I can get in these settings real quick. All right. Let's do 14. And I don't know why that's black, but all right. Okay. Nah, it's not giving me what I need. It's not giving me what I need. All right, if anything, I'm gonna use this because this one's not giving me what I need. So I'm gonna use my divergence indicator, and you can see what I'm looking at right now. All right. So essentially, what I like to do with my divergence indicator is treat it like it's actual charts, right? Like actual candle. All right. So I got a high point, a low point, a high point, a low. Yep, done. Right. Boom. All right. I got all of my data points right in front of me. Right. So with this information, and I want to adjust this just slightly. Let me see. Look back period. Let's see here. Should I go 7? Let me see. All right. So essentially what I've realized is with this, I've noticed that you get a trend as well from this, right? Notice the strength, right? High point, low point, high point, and then low point. And even though this was below the 50, right? This dotted line, gauging strength. That's all I want you to remember is inside of this indicator I'm showing you down here, this divergence indicator, this dotted line represents strength. Buyer strength is at the top, seller strength is at the bottom. Okay? And when you start seeing a break of this 50 line, this is giving you a good heads up of the strength maybe looking to change really soon, right? And I saw that break, pull back up, and I'm watching lower high and then lower low. But up here, and I'm going to box this up so you guys can really see what I'm talking about here. From here to here is what I want you guys to pay attention to. Everything inside of this chart was screaming high, low, higher high, higher low, right? Nothing had closed lower, right? Everything was trending upward. We were all in the upward momentum, right? So everything's going upward here, but everything's going downward on the divergence indicator, on the strength, right? So we're seeing the strength fade on the divergence, right? And now, and vice versa, let me get rid of this fib. I'm seeing something else happen now. And mind you guys, I'm not a big fan of indicators. I'm just showing you this for strength purposes. Because I know y'all get, Kurt loves this indicator, we're all going to use it. No, it's not what's happening. Okay? Every time I show y'all something, y'all be thinking it's like the cheat code. I'm like, it's not what's happening right now. All right, so yes, this thing is pretty cool because it does show, divergence in a really cool way, and you can get it from higher time frames. So like, okay, when you start seeing some bearish divergence or some bullish divergence, and you get to move up, it is pretty cool. But pay attention to this, right? Lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs. And I'm starting to see something very similar happen again. Okay? High point, low point, higher high. High point, lower high. Right? Right here, these are almost double bottoms ish. Maybe a lower low. Maybe. All right. And then price is making another move up again. Let me get a good look at it. See it right there. Almost a double bottom. This is a lower low. This is definitely a lower low on the weekly. All right. So yes, we are seeing price make a lower low, but now price is making higher highs. I'm not seeing higher highs on this end here. So I want to be very mindful of where we're at. We may be getting lined up for another move down, family. Okay? That's all I want you guys to be mindful of. When I show you stuff like this, it's not to get you using new indicators and all of that other stuff. I just want to show you guys stuff so you can be on the right side of history. Okay? Because even here, I'm going to do this for you. You can see for yourself. All right? Even with this indicator. All right? Low point to the high point. All right? I do this stuff all the time. All the time. Boom, boom. All right? So when I start seeing stuff like this happen, I want to be mindful of that. People are like, Kurt, how did you know this would be an area price may want to take another move higher? 786, 886 on my indicator. This is higher time frame. This is higher time frame. All right. So are you only using the body of the candles and not the wick? I use the wicks on higher time frames. I'm for sure using wicks when I'm drawing trend lines out. For sure. I never want to just put it on the body. Like, you guys will never see me come in here and just ignore. Like, this is me just showing you guys trajectory. This isn't for trend line sake at all. This is just price was moving up. We weren't making lower lows. We were making lower highs and lower lows. This is not for, if I was drawing this out, this thing would have been way down here for a trend line. Like, I'm just showing you the trajectory. That's all. Price is making lows, highs, higher lows, higher highs, and we didn't make any lower lows yet. But on here, we were making lower lows for sure when it comes to strength. All right. See here, Kurt, do you ever use Tyrone's TDI from DeLorean? No, I used to use TDI all the time. I did. But I don't use indicators. I don't. Now, people say, well, you use the Fibonacci. Fibonacci's not an indicator. It's a measuring tool. All right. It can put a zone somewhere before price even gets there. Right. Most indicators can't tell you where price is going to go because they just show you where price is already done. That's the whole thing with indicators. Why I'm not a big fan of teaching indicators like that is because when you're utilizing an indicator consistently, you're usually late, right? You want to have something that's proactive. That's one of the reasons why I did like DeLorean so much, because with the steps and the way that it works, it's telling you what to do as price is happening in an area, right? As the price is live in a zone and it checks all the boxes off for you, you have everything you need to make a decision. Most of the time, if you're looking at like a RSI, a stochastic, a Bollinger Band, a TDI, a MSI, all that kind of stuff, like you're late. Like, you're waiting for a candle to close for the indicator to update so you can make a move. And by the time that candle closes, you'd have missed out on your entry point. Your risk to reward is off. It's a whole slew of things that come with just simply trading an indicator. But I like to utilize the indicators like this on higher time frames because now I can gauge strength. Yeah, all indicators are lagging. All of them. But I like using fibs because they're not lagging. They're telling you where the market may make a decision, and then looking left, engaging price action. I'm thinking high point, low point, 50%, 618. Look left for confirmations. Once was a zone for buyers. Once was, I can do this stuff all day, dragging this across. Once was a zone for buyers. Once was a zone for buyers. Once was a zone for buyers. Sellers took over the zone. Now we see selling pressure. So it makes sense when I see price come back to an area where I can get an opportunity. And like I said, I take it on a higher time frame to mark it up, to get my roadmap, and then I'm going down to a lower time frame to look for the entry point. So now I'm getting 30-minute entries with weekly or daily take profits. All right, and I'm not lagging, waiting for an indicator. I just use that indicator to gauge the strength of the market so I can make the right decision for myself and have a higher probability of success when I'm utilizing it. Right? None of this is telling me, ooh, get in now. It's saying, hey, pay attention. Something's happening in this area. You may want to be aware of it, right? Like when I'm showing you guys over here what was happening during this time with COVID. Isn't it convenient that price hit this area and bounced off of it, and then price came back down to this area and bounced off of it? Like, Two very different levels, but us using our fibs on a strength tool told us pay attention here, pay attention here. All right, once stock price started to turn around, this was a good opportunity. And then let's just be honest with ourselves, man. Low point to the high point here, right? This zone got tested, 50% 618. This zone got tested, right? And then got invalidated. This zone over here, right? Got tested and respected. So this area here, right, fell all the way down to a 786, 886 on the strength side, but only landed at 50% on a regular fib. This area matched up 786, 786, and gave us the big move, right? So the thing is, like, you want to be mindful of, like, what are you doing? How are you taking advantage of these setups? Now, I get it. This stuff is way more advanced, way more risky to do it this way using an indicator. It is. Now, and I'll explain why too, because you can do it in reverse, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So let's say I was looking for a sell opportunity, right? And I went high point down to low point here, right? And now I'm boxing up this area, all right, for selling pressure, all right? Notice what it looks like when I go back to the chart. If it lets me, there we go. Sheesh. All right, when I got here, what did price do? Slow down, pull back down. Okay, why would it do that? If I'm looking at high point, down to low point. Oh, because it ran into something similar up here, right? So I'm seeing the same area, test levels. We finally break above. It broke above here, kept on going. Pay attention, pay attention. Hit this level, pull it back, bounced right here off of the zone. Made another run up, right? Came back down. I want you to pay attention to where the crosshair is. Came back down. We start seeing the strength fall off. And then what did it do? I'm going to drag this all the way across so you can see. If it lets me. There we go. All right. Some of y'all going to be like, wow. Wow. Where did it come back to retest? Wow. Wow. Somebody was able to gauge the top off the strength of the market and not just the hype of the market. That's just nasty. So like Cleveland Brown, that's just nasty. Like, dude, like I love showing y'all stuff like this because these are like little nuggets that when you get Fibonacci down, you can come in and do this stuff on an indicator like the divergence indicator, and it's a cheat code. Like, if you guys don't know how to get it, you go to indicators up here. All right. And let me see here. Which one do I have it under? Let me see. I thought I had it already saved in here. All right. Let me see here. No. So we got this one. I thought I usually give me the names here. Oh well. Divergence. Alright. So it's the RSI divergence. It's one of these two. Because I got two of them in here. Let me see. I think it's this one though. No, that's regular. See RSI divergence. It's pretty much the same thing here with the RSI divergence. You can see how it mimics all the movement here as well. You're just getting, so if you want to use the RSI divergence, basically the same one. They use the same coding for it. You can see identical. They got the same amount of stuff showing up there. So but I just changed the settings a little bit, but you're getting all the divergence at the top, divergence at the bottom, divergence at the top. Yeah, so you can use the RSI divergence indicator and get the same thing, right? Draw that trend line out, see the levels, right? Put the fibs on it, low point, high point, all of that. And all you do is just double click on the indicator, and then you can come right in here and draw your fibs out. Like, straight up. It's not that hard. It really isn't. Coming in, deciding if this is going to be a level to keep an eye out on, right? And now you can come in and box all of this stuff up and have it available to you. Like, come on, fam. Come on, fam. Watching price go crazy to the upside. All right, go crazy to the upside, break back below, retest off, and we get a drop off. Right, and the same thing now, right? Where we at right now? Retested off the zone, drop off. We couldn't even come back up. We're already making lower lows. Price is making another big move up again. Guys, we're still below the zone. All right, we're still below the zone. I could drag this all the way over until we start seeing price look at break and invalidate. Right, we may run right back up here, see another sell off this week, and everybody's excited because yeah, this candle closes strong into the area the next 7 days, 6 days. We close right at the level. Fed comes out, another major sell off. Every time we've gotten to this area, we've gotten rejected. Right, and all it takes is a big catalyst. A big catalyst for the Fed to just say, yeah, we're going to raise interest rates. Stock market's not dropping fast enough. Real estate's not dropping fast enough. Because all it takes is for the Fed to say, we're raising interest rates by blah, 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 blah. Real estate is going to take a hit. And I think that's what they're waiting on out of everything is those real estate markets. Those real estate prices right now are crazy. That's the only thing. Everything's precious metals have taken a hit. The stock market's taking a hit. Crypto's taking a hit. Like every asset has taken a hit outside of treasury bonds, right? And I think the stock market's the only one that's just holding way too strong at the tops. And they're gonna have to pull back. That's just where we at with it. All right. This is secret finishing moves. Not so much secret finishing moves as it is just paying attention to strength. That's really all it really is for me. Is like if I can pay attention to the strength in the market, it gives me way better opportunities to take advantage. Right? Way better opportunities to take advantage. See what's going on, Moffitt? See crypto OG. It was RSI divergence indicator, one of your class. We put the 50 line. Yep. All right, baby. Now listen, always remember the 50 line is where you start to see the strength really start to shift. So if price is spending too much time at the 50 line, something may be looking to change, right? We've been in bear market. Like really, really look at it because I want this to be a teaching moment for people, right? This was bear market. Right? Let's go ahead and box it all in so we can use our same lines we used over here, right? All right, so we got beginning of the bear, and then we got pretty much the end of the bear right up in here, right? Price broke out, and that was consolidation and a growth, right? So notice how the 50 mark told you what to start paying attention to, right? Bear market kicks in, right? And mind you, pay attention to the bull run. Let's do that too. Let's not skip out on the bull run, right? Over here, bull run starts. What did it do? Right? You can tell the bull run and the bear markets. You can tell without even looking at one candle. Everything was above the 50 line. The whole run, the whole pum was above the 50 line. Right? Is that making it simplistic enough for you guys when it comes to strength using this indicator just for strength purposes? Higher time frames only, strength indicator, okay? It's like a boxing match. If you know that one fighter is stronger than the other fighter, where are you putting your money on, right? If you know that, let's say Floyd was going to fight your next door neighbor, all right? It's a horrible example, right? Let's say Floyd's going to fight your next door neighbor. Some of y'all might live next to Conor McGregor, so he's going to beat him up again anyway. If Floyd wanted to fight your next door neighbor, who you putting your money on? You putting your money on Pretty Boy. You putting your money on that Money Mayweather, all right? Since Poppy is my neighbor. Right? Pacquiao is your neighbor, right? So when you think about it, you always want to lean into the unfair advantages in the market, right? You want to this. I know he's 50 now, right? But no, like this is the thing. Like, yeah, Floyd up there, he looking good for 50 though, man. He look real good for 50. He took care of himself. So when you see the market doing things like this during a bull run, when we get our first major drop off and we move down here below the 50, and we're in bull run season, what does that tell you, family? What does that tell you, family? What is the market telling you, family? All right, bull run season been going on for the long. Yeah, there it is, Pete. Very good, Pete. One free bear claw for lunch. That's what I'm talking about, right? Y'all saw the movie, the one tier coming down, all right? Remind y'all real quick what it looked like. Man, that's what it looked like right there. This you when you don't do what Pete said, all right? When you don't want to listen to Pete, this is what you look like. All right, this you because the real thing was, they was like, how did they wanted to, as an actor, they were trying to figure out how to make him cry. They showed him his account after he didn't get out. That was real tears. That was him looking at his account, his MT4, and this happened. And they was like, and cut, we got what we needed. Thanks. And he was like, can I close the trade now, please? Please, can I close this trade? That's how he was. I'm telling you, that was how it went. All right. I don't want this to be you. Okay, don't do this. All right. And this is me when y'all keep asking me, Kurt, should I stay in the market? I'm like, no. Okay, this is where we at. If you ain't seen Get Out, that movie's crazy, man. It's a good movie though. He did his thing. Jordan Peele did his thing. But yeah, this right here, he knew he was stuck. He knew. We all have had this phase. That one tier right there, boy. All y'all done had that tier when you put in the trade that you was in the trade for way too long, or you put that wrong lot size in when you was moving too fast. All right, you put the wrong lot in, and that tier, you was like you couldn't do nothing. You was hurt. You knew. You was like, oh God, listen, you got right on your knees. Dear Lord, if you put this trade in profit, I promise you I'd never, and it wouldn't profit. You was like, I know what I'm doing. I'm a beast. And then turned around and blew your account. And you was like, dear God, no. All right. All right. I'm done. But yes. Now let's go back. And I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to make this one orange so we can keep track of that one. All right. Listen. We had the very first dip in the market. Right, prices were around 20K, 19K, and we came down and dipped down all the way down here, right? Price stopped at around 8,000. Another candle came and wicked down here, right? We knew right here. We knew we were already below on this candle, all right? There was nothing else to guess about. It was nothing else to back and forth over. It was already making lower lows, right? And now what happened? Price bounced around and it stayed below. Deeper move down, right? Every bit of this thing was just giving us all the vibes, right? Let's do this, right? Let's do the Kanye. Let's go back. Look at my check. Wouldn't no scratch. All right. Boom, right? High. Low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. Boom. Big bada boom, right? If you ever seen Fifth Element, right? Price tested the level, broke back down right here. Let's get another one of those orange lines, right? Who loves orange soda? From my 80s and 90s babies. Kill loves orange soda. I do. There you go, Waggy. See, I knew somebody was going to get that one. All right, bet. So now what do we see? Right here was the first sign that the market was ready to shift. We broke that trajectory. Imagine all the people that got excited and started riding the momentum back up. And then we cleared that 50 line again, made a big move up, came back, tested the level, right? We were breaking down below, making lower lows, pulling back up, and another lower low when COVID hit. And right after COVID recovered, guess what? The bull run, guys. The bull run started. Right after COVID, the bull run. All the way to these levels here, right? If we really want to be technical, all the way to this level, right? Price came back down to these levels here, around 30K. So from here all the way, whole bull run, right? Having, right? All the way through 2020, 2021. We got to these areas and then boom, we pulled back down, had another fake out, breakout, and then a huge fall off. When you look at it this way, it almost looks self-explanatory. It was getting weaker and weaker the whole time, Kurt. Nobody was looking. Nobody was paying attention to the strength. Listen, the market has been communicating with you since you joined IM. All right? The market has been talking to you since you came in. All right? It's at 21. Can you do something for me? Like, the market's been communicating with you the whole time. You just weren't in on the conversation. Okay? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do it all over again. Remove all drawings. Because you know my name is Simon. And I like to do drawings. All right, so boom, boom, and boom. Look at it. Look at what I'm showing you. Look at what I'm showing you. All right. This level here. Let me show you something real quick. Let's just not for a second with the divergences. I just want y'all to look at the raw movement in the market. Oh, I left one up here. It's all good. Notice how this looks, right? Price came down to our area. Boom. So we got low, high, higher low, higher high. Cool. Now I can draw my trend line out. Right? We came down, got close, made a big run back up. Right here. What's the friction point? Right here is when the rubber met the road. All right. Price came down to that level, tested, broke back below. Same thing again. What did it do? Broke back above, came back again, tested, came right back to the trend line again. Trajectory point, made another big move up. You see what I'm saying? Like, you see these friction points that you're picking up on in the key areas. It was a key area here. We needed to see price clear above, and it did. Broke that engulfing. All right, let's go ahead and I'm showing you guys how to find your punch in the market, how to jab the market, right? We just talked about boxers. You're looking for your openings, right? Friction point, right? I'm gonna keep putting them on here so you can see. Right here was rubber met the road. Boom. Friction point. We're seeing all these areas in the market. All these areas in the market where price is testing zones, and friction point right here was the deciding factor. Boom, we broke down. Right? Came back up, got close to the area. Friction point. What do we see? Big break above, retest, and now we're bouncing back and forth between friction points. Once one of these is broken, I believe that will be the next big deciding factor. All right, now here's the thing. We could break above here and go for a really nice run and maybe even hit 40. Maybe even hit 40. Now, if we hit 40 and we get Fed news, I'm happy. I'm not even complaining. Yes, we deserve a pullback at that point. We've had a full-fledged relief rally. Back above levels, any pullback from here, bullish all day long. But you're seeing friction points, right? Friction point here. Zoom in on it for you again. All right. This area right here is becoming a new friction point. Right here, a new friction point. We want to keep an eye out on this zone now. Price bounced off of our little trend line, made another move up. If we pull back down, we may end up testing maybe right around here at 26 again. Maybe test, hit 26, make another move up, and we just slowly chip away at the area, and then finally break above it and retest off of it, and then we're gone. All right, and the thing is, some of these pullbacks you guys see, this was a nice drop off, got to the 50, another move up. Nice drop off. Didn't make any lower lows, but made a lower low here and got back to this trajectory line on this trend line. All from way back here. Way back here. All from this price action. Low, high, higher low. Big run up that got us the bull run. Right? This whole move got us the bull run. We haven't seen any higher highs, so we can't reevaluate our trend line. We've already drawn the other trend line out to the downside, right? From high point, lower high, right? Everything we wanted to see right? Everything we wanted to see was happening in real time in front of us. And was sure enough, right? Trajectory point here. Like I said, everything here, this was an important level. Price broke above, and now we're forming new zones, right? So now I'm looking at this thing thinking until we start making some, new moves, we got a break of structure here, a bit of a BOS here. So I got my low point, high point, low point, high point. I can now reevaluate my whole trend line, fam. All right, set that there. All right, put that there. All right. Let's get it right. Let's get it all the way where we need it at. I don't want to mess up. Boom. And boom. Love it. Right? So now if anything does pull back, I'm keeping a real close eye out for these levels now. Real close eye out. Because now, see, I got new structure. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high. It's giving me what I need to see. It did it back here. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high. Right? So if I know that, all right, if I know it worked back here and it gave us all that data to work with, I want to see the same thing here when it comes to strength. Now, I'm not hanging my hat on this stuff saying it's got to respect everything. I'm saying, no, let me keep an eye out for this level moving forward. If we start seeing any pullbacks these levels, I start getting some wild news from the Fed, or I start seeing a crazy breakout and I'm seeing some wild things happen from that standpoint, what am I going to do? I'm going to still keep my eye on strength and see where the strength may look to flinch. Right? Strength may look to flinch in certain areas. All right. And the thing is, you don't know how hard the market's moving based on orders and sales and things like that. We could see a move that takes us right to maybe 40K, but it only gets us right to this level here. All right. And then we get a sell off and I see the market come back down and we're like, oh, we're selling off. We're selling off. And it brings us right back to our trajectory line. And now I'm looking for opportunities for entries again. And we're creating our blueprint based off of strength and price action. And we're looking exactly at where the buyers may actually be waiting as opposed to simply what the Fib said. Because the higher time frame has given us a really good opportunity to take advantage of it. And like I said here, we even see it, right? High point, low point, right? Price came up to the level and we saw a sell-off. We're back into this zone. We may have a bit more buying strength to test these areas. And if we really break out, we may break out and hit these zones. But I believe right when we get up in here, this is Fed news all day long. And the whole thing is this, guys. Once we're above these areas, the pullbacks, they can come as close as they want to the 50 line. It's opportunities, right? Big breakout. Let's go back again. Let's go back again. I want you to see it for yourself. All right. All right. Big breakouts. Big breakouts. Kept coming back to areas. And we want to make sure we're paying attention to them. Okay. Where were all the areas we saw the big breakouts take place? Big breakout. We got close to the area, to the line right here. Right. Big breakout. We came back down to the line right here. All right. Big breakout. We came back to the line right around here. All right. Big breakout. We came close down to the line right around here. Are you seeing what I'm saying? All these windows of opportunity and then big move up. Get close to the line, big move up. Get close to the line, big move up. Right? And then we come back down here again. Right? And we spend too much time. Right? So you're seeing the strength where you need to see it. Either I'm going to be right for a very long time or I'm going to be wrong. Itty bitty living space. Is it clicking for y'all? Is it starting to make some sense for y'all? Says Kirk, question. I know you say we're at the accumulation areas, but it's too late to DCA Bitcoin before the halving. No, this is the perfect time to DCA Bitcoin and altcoins. All right. You find the projects that make sense for you inside the list that myself and Mike have vetted, and then you go ahead and you decide if you want to add them to your portfolio. Yeah, not now is the perfect time. It ain't gonna get no gooder. All right. That's what I said it. I said it. Ain't gonna get no more gooder. All right. I don't know who learned you how to spoke. But yeah, like right now is perfect time. Perfect time to take advantage of it. Do your research, decide which projects make sense for you, and just, accumulate. Accumulate. It makes sense right now, man. Like this is winning season all day long. Even anytime we're near or at this 50 line is go baby go. Right? Like especially when I'm seeing like deep moves below. Right now, yeah, we're a little above for sure. Right? But it's still in a pivotal zone where we're going to see consolidation, right? We talked about it over here on the BLX chart. right? Like we're just in that accumulation, right? We had the drop off, consolidation, growth, accumulation, halvings on the way. I don't think we're going to see any kind of crazy fireworks, but I think, yeah, we could run up to around 40 and then get a nice sell off right back down again into these areas, 24 or 25, 26, right? Or if not, a big run up to 40 and we come back right to like 30 and just hang out here between 40 and 30, 40 and 30, 40 and 30, all the way into the halving hits. By then, we'll probably have regulation. We'll probably have ETFs. We'll probably have all the other things lining up at that point. So yeah, it's not that crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here, family. I appreciate you guys. I'm literally gonna see you guys in like 45 minutes. Like I'm gonna log in on Mike's channel and knock the call out, and we'll we'll vibe out again for another hour. And then I'll kick it with you guys about some basic stuff. Maybe like go into like some tutorial stuff like Trading View, because today is like basics on Mike's channel. So I'll do a little bit of like, walking through, showing you guys how to get the indicators and all that kind of stuff. And then after that, we'll do mindset at 9. All right, fam. So you guys go ahead, use the bathroom, get you some water. I'm gonna re-up on mine. And then after that, I put my little like Michigan band around my Detroit Lions cup, because that's how it go. It's gotta be all Michiganed up and Detroited up in here. I swear, water tastes so good out of this cup because it's like all metal on the inside, so it keeps it super cold the whole time up here. When I be having these lights on, it's like water in a regular glass. It ain't working out. It be warm by the time I set it down. All right, family, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in a little while. And as usual, all right, and as always, all right, I'm gonna fix this camera too. This thing is ridiculous. All right, stay patient. Stay disciplined, and the gains will come. I'm out.